This weekend, I had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to fly out to Montana with some of my lifelong friends and meet a world-renowned survivalist, Jonas. Once I got to the airport in Salt Lake, I linked up with some of my friends from Phoenix. We took a connecting flight together, and after about an hour and a half, we landed in Montana.
It's probably so freaking cold outside.
No one in our group had been to Montana before, so we really didn't know what kind of weather to expect. Just landed in Missoula. We're waiting for, I guess, Emmanuel to get the rental that we're going to take on the trip. What do you think he's going to get?
Blue Lamborghini.
Lambo?
No, bro.
Standing outside of the airport in Missoula, I was blown away at how small it was. This is genuinely the smallest airport that I've seen in my entire life. And it was starting to make me nervous. If this was their big city and their big airport, how out in the middle of nowhere were we? And then in the middle of all these thoughts, Emmanuel came back with the rental car.
Yo,
Where's the Lamborghini? Where's the Lamborghini I was told about?
I'm going to Piggly Wiggly.
it's my happy place.
With our first stop in Missoula, everybody got something to eat, and Spencer cracked open his first beer of the trip. Well, since the plane ride. And then we got back in our Lamborghini so that we could go and see the rest of Montana. We found out that farmers use their own bank, they don't let you step in mud in Montana, and then we got some cute Instagram pictures in the middle of the street. Blown away by Montana's beauty, we decided that we needed to stop for photos again. This time outside of some rancher's property with a ski mask on.
There's at least like 15 beer cans of this.
When we finally got to our hotel, me and Emmanuel counted up our cigars to see if we had enough to last us the 4 days of the trip. It was definitely a close call, but we had just enough to scrape by on. Later that night, I decided to bathe in some coffee at dinner, after which we went into the woods to test our survival skills by building a campfire. With just one full bottle of kerosene, we got the fire started. The next morning, we decided to get to work. After all, Emmanuel had an interview in 2 days, and we needed to make sure that it was perfect. A lot of these, we want good opportunities for B-roll, if you think about it. You guys are the target audience. What do you want to pull from this? I had an interesting idea that I wanted Emmanuel to try out. I wanted this to be different than any other interview he's ever made. I wanted a two-part interview where in the second part of the interview, Jonas would actually show him around the ranch and show him some of his real tools that he uses. Immediately, though, all professionalism was lost when we noticed that it was snowing outside and I was challenged to a push-up contest.
See, this guy works out, but I know.
I knew that I was going to get smoked because I haven't been to the gym in years. But then I remembered, I'm in Montana. There's literally nothing else to do.
One bad bitch, and she do what I say so. 2 big 40s and a big ass Draco. 3 more millions when you ask how my day go. Poured up a phone, not a blueberry fango. One false move and we straight to short shit. 2 small bands just to take you out real quick. 3 more hoes, pull up on fucking shit. That's how it goes. Big bands, I'm coming straight.
After Spencer put on his new hat, we decided to go check out the ranch where they shot the show Yellowstone. The ranch was locked up and we couldn't get past the gate, but it was still pretty cool to see in person.
We're here at the Yellowstone Ranch.
Yo, I just realized that there's cameras on this little wooden thing, and then there's a sign that says "Do not enter."
Yeah, we
Should probably bail, you think?
Yeah.
You can't really see it, but it's coming down pretty thick right now.
It's crazy how, like, in movies, they can make snow show up pretty visibly.
Yeah.
With the snow coming down really heavy, we decided to go back to the hotel and meet up with 2 more members of our crew who had just flown in.
Mitch, how can you leave the trunk door open when it's snowing?
Because I'm getting lighter fluid.
The next morning, the snow had eased up a little bit, so we decided to go explore around town. And I gotta give it to Spencer. He walked into this local casino with $20 and within 10 minutes turned it into $80 and walked out. And here's what he had to say for himself.
Women love me. Fish, fear.
Later that day, we decided to venture back into the woods where we eventually get our rental car stuck in the new snowfall. Initially, we weren't too worried, but after about 20 minutes of trying to dig out our vehicle, we started to get a little bit stressed out. I'm looking around, seeing if everybody's pushing, and then I look in the backseat of the van and see this. Steve's making a blue lemonade review while all of us are desperately trying to get the van out of the snow.
Alright, smells nice. It smells like blueberry pie.
Okay.
Like, I feel like the cartoons when the aroma comes out and then, like, I'm throwing up. And I rated 7.8 country times out of 10.
Once we finally got our car free, we decided to go and start a fire in the woods again. And just like last time, we used an entire bottle of lighter fluid, but this was our last chance to really relax before the interview tomorrow.
Hey yo, I once was a kid, all I had was a dream. More money, more problems, when I get it, I'ma pile it up. Now I'm dope, on the bread we can toast, so fresh how we flow, everybody get this style from us. I once was a kid with the other little kids, now I'm ripping up shows and them fans going wild with us. Tell mommy I'm sorry, this life is a party, I'm never growing up.
The last day of our trip went amazing. We met up with Jordan Jonas, and Emmanuel had his interview, which went great. We walked around Jordan Jonas's ranch where he showed us how to chop wood, shoot bows, feed his llamas, and he even sent Emmanuel home with some mountain lion and black bear to try. But you'll have to ask Emmanuel about that because all of that's on his channel. If you want to watch that full interview, check the comment section below. It's going to be that pinned comment. But thank you guys for watching.